Hello, I am Damien, and I am Gamien, and this is the title screen of Hand of Fate. Um, a game which I don't know how to fully describe super well, because I know of it. I even poked around in it a little bit. I was starting to play it on my own months and months back. And immediately, once I got through, initial tidbits of things, I'm just like, okay, yeah, this seems like something I'd want to actually stream. Fuck. So here we are, finally at it. This is one of the ones that I had been trying to mull around an image for, and that's why I hadn't done it until now. That and not doing too much non quote unquote mainline things. But anyway, now we are, and I don't feel like doing much else today. So let's. Nope, I didn't fill up my actual water cup. But yeah, so once I fill up my actual water cup, we will get started. It's largely a game of choice and sometimes action. That's the best I can describe it. You'll see soon enough, and I will probably have to talk a bunch. And we'll see if we can't get.
One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Okay, I'm just pointing out that your subtitles were a little fast. Ooh, doing fancy card things. Probably shuffling the deck, technically speaking. That is a big old bitrate drop. Anywho.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Okay.
Here's
Jack.
the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Okay. Jack of Dust. The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his fellows to steal gold on each hit. In the ruins of an ancient temple, among the eternally shifting sand dunes, lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits. Infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances traveling through his domain, he rules as a king over the barren lands. And hello, Lucia. I will indeed do my best to use the heart of the cards, but the heart of the cards kind of takes the form of an axe most of the time. That was some big hands.
Let the cards fall where they may.
Okay.
We begin.
So we have 10 gold, 20 food, 100 health. Well, thank you very much for the resubscription. This always wins that. We're going to try to change that, but maybe.
You can always review your cards here.
Yeah. So that's us right there up in the corner. Unfortunately. Not my first choice at all of how we look. But the fact that it just says individual down there, maybe that means we can change it eventually. Like maybe there are different classes. I don't know. We have 100 health, 20 food, the gold. We have light armor, defense light. During combat, light armor gives some protection with no penalty to your speed. And we have a rusty axe. During combat, press X to attack. Unfortunately, this game is indeed old enough that it's using purely Xbox controls in terms of their button faces and things, but hey, I know Xbox buttons well enough.
Here is all you have gained.
I have no upgrades. The adventure has no specific upgrades or rule changes. Okay. Yeah, and generally speaking, this starting part, I'm pretty sure, especially considering we just have this little straight path, pretty certain this is, what do you call it? Tutorial. But anyway, we can only choose the next card, so there's only one shard there. We have come down through the stairs guard, so let's move on to the next room. The Maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
Yes, I remember her clearly. So fair, so Merith. One day, in the shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? Okay, so I can ask for food. By the way, it takes 1 food every step we take. We can ask for gold, food, or longer life. I'm not sure if that means we would get max health or just current health. Money is used to buy things, and food increases our movability and stuff. So let's ask for supplies. This bread will sustain you for many days. The dealer draws you 2 food gain cards. We gain 3 food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
And another 3 food. Q. So in total we got 25 food. Remember, mortal, that bold heroes make for great ballads, but survivors think twice before meddling in the affairs of gods and monsters. I will keep that in mind. On the other hand, next card.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
Yeah, Twisted Canyon sounds like a place bad guys are gonna be in. By the way, if I hit this button, awesome. Let me look at the controls real quick. Gamepad enabled. There we go. Okay, counter, stun, dodge roll, attack, move, weapon ability, which we've got. Can we change that? The answer is no. Vibration enabled, but unfortunately it does not vibrate just because of how it works. Okay, so yeah, by default we can't actually, it looks like we can't change using those buttons, but since the triggers don't do anything, we will just deal with it. And if it becomes too bad, I can apply left button to the right trigger. Okay. Thank you. And settings, it seemed like everything was all pretty well and good on the audio side of things. So, sorry, I don't want to settings. Graphics, it's already all set up. Reset progress. General, we can turn the spider off if we would like. I haven't seen the spider. We will leave it on, I guess. I am not arachnophobic myself. And attack indicators are red, green. That's probably like a colorblind setting. Yeah, with all the, or just because red, green makes sense because I don't recall what it looks like. Anyway, let's keep going. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. This is not a fight. I could leave the weapon and not risk it. Or, I can be a fool and climb down to retrieve a weapon because shiny new weapon. Alrighty, so we have 3 chances out of 4 for success.
These options.
We have a 75% chance of success, and therefore that one. Very carefully, you make your way down to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Draw 1 equipment card. We get an axe, because the other ones were shields, and those aren't weapons. So we got a shiny new axe. Oh, it's better than our rusty axe, though. So yeah, I would like to equip the regular axe.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
You mean if you say so? Mr. Lionel.
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. That was a terrible voice choice. He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently, waiting for your answer. Okay, well, I can't give him 20 gold because I don't have that. I could give him an amount of food, but I don't know if I like the sound of that. Or I can ignore him, or I can ask him what he needs. Which doesn't sound like a very good choice either, but sure, let's ask him and have him be grumpy about it. Need? I need to help you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground, and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Draw 1 equipment card. Okay. Well, fucking awesome. We got a free equipment card. Which turns out to be a shield. So, shields reflect. Shields with this trait allow the hero to reflect projectiles back at the attacker. This must be performed with precise timing as the projectile draws near. Press the Y button to reflect projectiles. Look for the green indicator above the hero's head. Counter. Weapons with this trait allow the hero to counter their foe's attacks. Look for the green attack indicators above the foe's head. Press Y button to counter. So I can counter both projectiles and regular attacks. That's pretty cool.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
I will do my best. Oh, sorry. Then, before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door. Alrighty, let's go to that final card. I'm pretty sure this one's a fight. Or it's...
Down once more, seeking the heart of it all.
Or it's just stairs. I will take the stairs. You embark on the next leg of your adventure.
Your journey is well begun.
Achievement
This is
unlocked,
what I was
Squire.
looking for. You show some aptitude for the game. Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
I aim to disappoint you. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
While crossing the ancient rope bridges... Try again. While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush. Draw 1 monster card. That 1 monster card is a 2 of dust. I believe this means we are going to be fighting 2 enemies of the bandit variety. Hey, look at them.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Okay. And there we have it. We won our first battle. You recover what you can from the dead. The dealer draws you 3 gain cards. Armory, draw 1 equipment. Another axe.
A peasant's weapon, but effective nonetheless.
We don't need to equip the new one, so that's okay.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
And we gain 3 food. Awesome. And we gain 30 gold. Fuck yeah. We're doing it, Peter. Alrighty, but now we get to choice of do we want to go here or do we want to go here? Let's go up. We have found the
You
bandit.
have reached my first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
I guess so.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Okay. I'll do my best. Oh, he's got a 4 of dust with him too. Hi, Jack.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Yeah, that's what I get for not dodge rolling sooner. So we lost a little bit of health, but overall not too bad. From the Jack of Dust we get.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine.
You don't get one
As
yet.
you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
I guess that makes sense, though. So within my token, I receive these new cards. The Jack of Skulls, the Dead King's Hall, the Local Peasant, the Devil's Choice, the River, and the Captain of the Guards. I don't know what those locks on those mean, but okay. We also obtain medium armor, chains of rage, mercenary contract, medium armor again, fortune's breath. I guess I did, yeah. Or perhaps he was already sealed within the card. Ooh, and desperate measures. I like the looks of that because it's not an axe. And finally, a new challenge. Bandit attack. Okay.
Shall we deal again?
I mean, I guess so.
Ah, good. Now you understand the basics, we can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome
Rude.
to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Rude, rude, rude. But yeah, story mode. Oh, we completed the Jack of Dust, so it's time to face off against the Jack of Skulls. Challenge. 3 times 2 of skulls, and 3 times supplies. Okay, so we guess we have 3 chances. Ooh, we can see lore. Serving as captains of squads of lesser skeletons. Excuse me. Serving as captains to squads of lesser skeletons, these unholy abominations strike fear into the hearts of all warm-blooded folk. For until this fiend is defeated, their legions are, effectively, endless. Alrighty. But yeah, so we're going to, there are 3 supplies to find and or 3 skulls. 3 battles
Time
to
for
get into.
you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Oh fuck, it's a deck builder too? Yes. Welcome to the wildcard update of Hand of Fate. This update adds different fates that you can select in order to change the way the game plays. Each fate provides different modifiers to play. So, you start off as, the adventurer, default mode. Easy mode is the apprentice. I don't want the apprentice. I don't want easy mode. The warlord is hard mode. Soldier's training. So, unlucky. Chance card events are more difficult, and you do increase damage as your combo meter rises, though, for combat. That's cool. You have the Shadow Agent, who is lucky, but his combo multipliers are reduced. Nomad gets no inventory. See, I'm okay with that. Iron Hunger, Discarded equipment grants iron ore, a special food that is all that this fate can consume. He has iron hunger, a strange wooden hut resting precariously in the ravine. Meeting this eccentric old man, he seems delighted to meet you. Okay. Curse of the Lion Prince. We get a lion helmet, that's cool. Assuming these things actually show through on the actual, like, the character, then sure. So he starts with low max health, but it increases with each defeated enemy. Neat. Can't wear heavy armor with the explorer's gift, but moving over completed encounter cards doesn't cost extra food, so you can move around more easily and explore all the things, but you can't wear heavy armor. The Merchant Guard. Merchants are always revealed. Leaving a level with ambushes unencountered causes you to be cursed. Don't know what that means. Shops have reduced prices, and you will always be ambushed at the tinkerer, shop, and jeweler. Interesting. Hoarder's Desire. You look like you're trying to be a goblin. The more spare equipment in your hoard, the more health you have, and you do more damage when you have more spare equipment. Okay, so you find more things, and you get stronger for that. And finally, the monk. You get no gold, and you're rewarded for slaying the undead. Because equipped to fight undead, foregoes material wealth. Grows stronger the more they carry. Must visit every shop and will be ambushed more often. Great at exploring. Weak, but becomes stronger through battle. Needs equipment instead of food. Has forsaken excess equipment in the pursuit of a personal journey. An expert at games of chance and luck, but unskilled at combat. Highly skilled in combat, but unlucky. This provides more challenging game experience, requiring skill, luck, and determination to survive. I mean, maybe, yeah. Anyway, but I've never played the game before, so I guess we're going to be boring and stick to default for the moment. I could change, like, the deck loadout, I guess, but... you know. Doesn't really change much of anything. So we've taken Deadman's Gorge out. So are things with locks, things we can't remove?
Locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
I see. So we have an ambush right here. Screw it, whatever. We'll just do it. Let's just play. This is more it's more deck building than I realized the game would have.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without
I won't say it didn't make sense, but most games typically don't choose monk for their ignore money mechanic. This is true. Yeah, usually they just focus
on death. Prepare yourself.
Okay. Yeah, usually a lot of games, if they have the monk, it'll be like, well, we are either going to combine the Western idea of a monk with the Asian idea of a monk, or we'll just straight up just do the whole Asian idea of a monk. But basically, most games that most games that actually include a monk class or a character or whatnot tend to do so purely for the fact it's like we like kung fu movies and stuff, and we want to pay homage to that. Anyway, first card. It's Mr. Lionel again.
I'm starting to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Maybe. While meeting at a local tavern, Mr. Lionel. So what happens if I just do? Is it always the same? Is my question then. Ask him what he needs. I help you. Need to help you. Get a shield. Okay. We got the special shield, Fortitude's Breath. Every third encounter does not consume food. Press B button to shield bash the target, stunning it. Feck yeah. Then he steals a pickled onion and runs off. Next card. The Maiden again.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
One day, blah, blah, blah. I don't think we're going to need to worry too much about the more food this time. So what happens if we ask for a longer... shop might show up, maybe. Let's ask for gold. Neris seems surprised. It's unlike an adventure to beg for coin, but very well, if that is what you wish. You get 3 guild game cards. We got Good Fortune, 20 gold. Another Good Fortune for 15 gold. And Great Fortune for 40 gold. And the greatest of magical artifacts was forged long ago, and the greatest of magical artifacts, plural, were forged long ago and have only limited uses before their power is spent. Use them wisely, and they may guide you to victory. Farewell, mortal. Twisted Canyon.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
Okay. Well, obviously I'm going to climb down and make the attempt. Card 2. So we make our way down, we get a weapon. A regular axe. We no longer have a rusty axe, we got a regular axe. Bye, rusty axe. New card, the river.
Running water protects against many things in myth. Generally, though, it's just a pain to get past.
Oop.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Oh, okay. Your path is blocked by a river. The water is deep and the weather is deep but clear. No, the water is clear but fast flowing. We'll make an attempt. Okay, so we might have a huge success or a failure. But you know, I'm pretty sure card 3 has it in for me. Look at that. That was the wrong phrasing, but yeah. Your light armor makes the crossing easy, and you even stop to dive for some shiny stones on a riverbed that may fetch a few coins. So we get a gold game card. 15 gold. Once on the other side of the river, you realize that one of the stones is, in fact, a ring. You put it away to have it cleaned and identified later, then continue your journey. This card's token is now yours.
The token is yours. Well done.
Ah. But you're saying I'm going to have to beat the game to get whatever that token is. Got it. Stairs. Who would have guessed?
Head downwards, if you dare.
Of course I dare. It'd be dumb if I didn't dare. You embark on the next leg. Set up.
Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Well, we can only find out by going. Oh no, a bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
A group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy with you killing his men. The dealer draws you 1 monster card. Oh no. 3 enemies. So we exist with light armor with that big fucking awesome looking shield and an axe. Hey fellas. I hit the wrong button. Yay. One thing I do like so far about this is I really like having the combo system, right, or the counter system, I should say, with that. Because I like the flowiness of the combat. That I'm sitting there just doing, you know, it feels like button mashing, but it's still the visual and the feel I get is like, you know, just smack, 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 and then you do that smooth swap around to smash someone with my shield or kick them in the butt, and then continue attacking. It's like it feels good in a way that I hadn't expected when I first tested this out a while back. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough destination of you, plus an offer of a reward from the King of Dust. Draw a gain card. We gain 3 food. Awesome. Because if I want to go here and keep exploring more things, that's gonna, you know, cost us more food. Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns. Win this and claim my token.
Okay. I'm gonna guess the little sun symbol on the card is the indication that that card has a token. You hear a shout from up ahead, and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover, same word, or same meaning, but trying again, let's do it again. Racing forwards. Is it usually forwards? Isn't it usually forward? Just forward, not forwards? Regardless. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Broken bones litter the area around the man, but there is still more closing in on him, and he appears badly injured. Stranger, he calls out, as he throws his weapon to you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. A mace. It's a stronger weapon.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
I'm using an axe, man. Am I any more subtle? Holy equipment with this trait strikes fear into the cold hearts of the undead. They will sustain more damage and may not be resurrected around such holy relics. Cool. Of course I'm going to equip it. It also has stronger, attack power. And, you know, he threw me his weapon for undeadness. So let's set up ourself. And we receive light armor, Fortitude's Breath, and a mace. Here we go. Fuck you, Skeleman. Yeah. I like how big the mace is. It's really cool. Good work putting on the rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back in Kader, he says, slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I came to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons. This card's token is now yours. So many tokens, I hope I win. And now we have to go back, which costs a food, but we recover health. That's good to know. And we continue forward. Devil's choice.
I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
A cloaked devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your strength, so-called hero. Choose your... Oh, no, I just choose your foe. Okay, so I can go up against the 2 of skills, the 3 of dust, or the 2 of dust. I'm going to go up against the 2 of skills because I got this mace. I see what's going on. Since that is whom you wish to fight, I think today I shall make you fight the others instead. Just for fun. I should have seen that coming. He did even warn me. That's fine. We can handle 5 regular enemies just fine, too. Let's set up. Light armor. Fortitude's Breath. Mace. Food and gold and stuff. Alright, come get me, bastards. I didn't quite get it. Fuck all of you.
Excellent, the devil cries. You have passed my cunning test. Have some treasure. Perhaps next time our paths cross, I will kill you myself.
I get 3 game cards and a token. 3's food, not really necessary unless we have another deeper floor. Ooh, and equipment. Desperate measures. This
I'm
mason.
impressed. Few select these sorts of weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
This mace inflicts more damage the lower the health of the wielder is. Well, it's also more powerful than our current weapon. And they both have holy, so bam, equip.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
And we get to draw 3 more equipment cards and get to keep one, select one to keep. Okay, that's armor. I don't even know what that means. I think that's a fancy shield. It's not new. That one's new. That's really fancy. Damocles concerns me because this. You know, I know all about Damocles' sword. Why not?
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
Alrighty. During combat, it's an ability. So that 9 then is how many times I can use it. Press the right bumper to throw knives in 8 cardinal directions. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'll keep that one.
Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
But yes, I would otherwise agree that I would be highly suspicious. I saw the spider. I would also otherwise be highly suspicious of anything named after Damocles. Anyway. A traveling mage! We have 100 gold! In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Mages sell only specific items that they've discovered in faraway lands. Their prices can be high, but they also pay well for anything that catches their interest. Okay, I'll approach the shop. Greeting, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. And we get our first shop. Yay.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Alrighty, so we can sell the mace for a little bit. The axe, desperate measures, we can sell for quite a bit. Same with fortitude breath. I should really keep in mind that I have that shield bash with that one. Could sell Damocles. I think we're just gonna go ahead and sell our regular axe. And we're using all of those, so let's also sell the mace, which we are no longer using. We may not even needed to sell anything at all. We could buy food, don't think we need to. Buy items. Alrighty, so we have Hearn's Antlers. Lizardmen take double damage from the player's attacks. We aren't going to face any lizardmen. Plunderer's Cap. When you draw supplies, draw 2. Instead, draw 2 and pick 1. That is quite useful sounding. While all dragon relics are equipped, receive bonus HP and full healing after every combat. Sadly, we only have the 1. So how about instead... press right bumper to attack faster with each successive strike. The longer your combo, the more explosive the reaction. Interesting, but I feel like I don't know if we can have multiple abilities at once. That's probably actually we probably have to choose between equipping them. So all in all, let's take the Plunderer's Cap.
The power of a prophet. Choose your fate.
And just in case, we'll take the Dragon Ring.
Interesting choice.
And because we might be able to buy food, we can buy 1 food.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Okay. I mean, because in fairness, as much as I'm talking about how, you know, I think we're almost out, nothing says nothing says this is the end. We are very potentially going to go. This card right up here that we're about to get to might very well just be more stairs. Yeah, exactly.
Deeper towards our foe.
Indeed. I'll take the stairs. Next
Good.
setup.
Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
I imagine he's going to be that final card right there. Oh, good. We have the, we have no blessings and curses. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it would be a matter we have to choose which artifact we want to deal with. Now we have an ugly hat on. Isn't that fun? Alrighty, next card. A winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
Suddenly a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. Give us... I should read the whole thing. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, their wielder's faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us your gold or die! Yeah, we're going to attack the cowardly band for daring to threaten me. You shout a battle cry and raise your weapon. The battle begins. You do, after all, have a gigantic mace. And a big fucking cool shield. Light armor. Hat. Shield. Mace. Other things. Alrighty. Yep, right button for artifact. Yeah. Oh, look at that, you're dead. Because my mace is actually a hammer with tenderizer spikes. You search the bodies for loot. We gain 3 game cards. In equipment. A healing helmet. Any healing
Increasing the effect of one sort of magic with another. All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough.
When I draw supplies, I instead draw 2 and pick 1. No, we don't need the healing cap right now. We'll just hold on to it. I'm going to choose 10 food over 5 food. Look at that. Sure, we'll gain 50 health. We totally need that.
A little extra health, but it is only a momentary respite.
Boop. A traveling tinker. In a shady grove off a beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Tinkers sell all items of all descriptions. Greeting, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. Such is the way of things. Look at the way of fun. Alrighty, so like what kind of things do you have? Medium armor. Provides good protection against physical harm with minimal restriction to movement. We can't afford the mercenary contract. Once per combat, press that. Make every strike drop gold. That's cool. Explorer helmet reveals stairs upon entering. Reveals stairs encounters upon entering the level and grants a gold bonus for revealing every encounter on a level. Cool. And a sword. Not as strong as our current weapon, but Q, that it actually does have swords. I think we're just gonna power up our armor because we've never had a medium armor.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations.
Yeah, so we move a little bit. Yeah, he didn't last long. Words. So yeah, I'm gonna guess we move a little slower, but we're a little more protected. But yeah.
Armor protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
Yeah, we've never done the things, so yeah. Let's just hold on to everything. I don't think we really need to worry about having money anymore. Boing. The Dead King's Hall.
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
Good point.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
You see an ancient, ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Draw 2 monsters. 3 bandits and 2,
More
two
skeletons for you to deal with.
Yeah, I think I can attempt to take them by surprise. Ooh, 50% chance of huge success or failure. Huge success. Suddenly you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even react. Choose a monster to discard. We'll discard the 3 bandits then. Alrighty, what do we look like with medium armor on? We still look like a fool. I'm a-coming for you, skeleton. Yay. You loot the room. The dealer draws 3 game cards and we get a token. Ooh. Select one to keep after 3 are drawn. Let's see what Chains of Rage are then. Defense medium.
Excellent way to turn an injury into an asset.
Oh, cool. So same defense as what we currently have, but also with a magical ability. Yeah, we'll equip that. And we get 5 food because we're greedy.
One of my cards. A small benefit.
And
I will
we
not be so graceful for long.
will heal 50% of our max health. Oh, gain 15% max health. Cool. Oh no, another fight.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
You hear a slight rustling behind you. Sorry, a slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. Not really. It's 2 skeletons. There's no grave danger here at all. Unless that's a pun, you bastard. Dodge roll.
I did not realize you were such a fearsome adversary.
Achievement unlocked, Master Combatant. Old man attacking with dad jokes? Yeah, seriously. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Oh, God. Shy of surprise. I guess sneak up and kill them, because why would I run away? Card number 2, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no! We failed for once. Taken by surprise, you are knocked to the ground. When you recover, you find yourself alone with the dead. So we just don't get a reward then. Lame. Jack of Skulls!
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
It could have been, yeah. I kind of figured it wouldn't, because we had already had the overall encounter, and it would be like a massive dick move, a possible dick move, but still a massive dick move regardless. To be like, hey, we're gonna, you have you've succeeded the battle, the actual part that like takes technical skill and stuff like that. But now you're fucked over because, you picked the wrong of 4 cards. I mean, still, it's kind of a dick move that we didn't get any reward at all, but yeah. Anyway, the tenacious undead are unusually let's try this again. This tenacious undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, this skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. Not with my holy weapon, you bastard.
We play for a token now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all your tokens. Ooh, 2 tokens. They're mine! Alrighty, so the Jack of Skeletons and the 4 of Skulls. We are going to use our Damocles this time. It is rather... Oh, never mind, it's not dark anymore.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Ah, so you can revive your friends. Despite my holy weapon. No, it's done. It's over.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed.
We have
But
defeated
you
the
have
Jack of
roused the dead in their
Skulls.
dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose?
I don't know, you keep talking.
That is the question, is it not?
What happens when I hit the button? A token shatters. The Murder at Sea DLC has arrived. Visit the landlocked lubber to begin the quest. Q. We have DLC now. And that's probably more DLC. The hunt for the White Minotaur has begun. The Song of the White Minotaur. The White Council is expanding its influence. God, there's a lot more going on than I thought there would be. Ah, there we go. The Goblin King's Hall DLC is ready. Hi, Lionel. The Witcher crossover. The underworld awaits your sacrifice. Here we go. Back to the regular tokens. For diving into the river, you receive the Ring of Survival. For helping the captain of the guard, you receive a mace and a mace. Q. For surviving the Devil's Choice, you receive the Devil's Wager. For exploring the Dead King's Hall, you receive the Treasure Chest. As a reward for defeating my skeleton Jack, you receive these new cards. The Crucible, the Queen of Dust, the Helpful Priest, and the Desert Storm. And also, the Helm of Reflection, the Consuming Shame, the Angel's Wing, and the Frostfang. That sounds cute.
Shall we deal again?
Oh, of course.
Another round, and our game truly begins.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's largely what the thing is. These things are to be. Is we got it. You know, we have to do deck building and stuff. We choose our next opponent, the Queen of
Bold
Dust.
woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Oh. And yeah. The boss was the one reviving them. It was just the fact that the mace, the holy attribute of our mace, like specifically said, oh yeah, make it where they can't be revived. But he was reviving anyway, so he probably just stronger them. Do we have to use the recommended equipment encounter deck? I mean, probably, but also. But at the same time, like what DLC is going on? Okay, so what's going on up here? What am I not using? We are not using a medium armor, 2 shields, 3 swords, 2 maces, and those axes. Because down here we've got Frostfang, Desperate Measures, and a lot of other fun stuff. Alrighty. What does the Ring of Survival do? This card is new, and thus its contents are unknown. Ah, I actually genuinely appreciate the fact that they do that. That's like, hey, you gotta actually use the card in battle to find out, or find it in the game to see what it actually do, because it then encourages you to keep having more things. We will continue being the adventure, yeah. And in here, this is where I was curious. Okay, good. They are including the DLC stuff. That's what I was curious about, if they were going to throw in the DLC already. Or at least the start of the DLC. This is all new, though. It makes me sad. We have 2 other new things that we aren't doing. But I don't want to say no, because, yeah. Because I'm a fool who's going to do all of this DLC all at once. Also, by the way, the thing at the bottom is the indication of a token, and when we get that token, as we can see here with Devil's Choice, once we get the token, it is gone from there, so it indicates to us what we have gotten, what we've seen. I appreciate that. Alrighty. So, boop. Yeah, we'll just play with the decks as built.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my singles.
I still say you have gigantic hands.
I've added some cards to spice up the game.
I've noticed. What did you...
In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
Okay. Oh, I see. There's the cup you're talking about. Hi, cup. Okay, we're gonna go here. Hey, Mr. Lionel. Yep. Once again, I'm gonna ask what you need. You need to help me, and you give me an equipment card. Called a shield. Sadly, it is not the super cool shield, just a regular shield. Also, I just realized with those other cards that just got flipped over, are we just never going to see those again, or is it going to be shuffled back in eventually? I guess we'll find out. If that is the case, I'm sad.
You might think the world of the cards is grim. Yet, even in the darkness, there is light to be found.
It does make me sad, though, if that is the case, because we already lost out on Frostfang. Hello, I would like supplies. We gain 3 food. And 3 food. Awesome. Remember, mortal, bold heroes make for great battles, but survivors think twice about meddling in the affairs of gods and monsters. Maybe next time we'll try for the health ones to see what she says. A helpful priest.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
The image in that card implies he's going to ask us for alms. And then maybe he'll give us a blessing.
Again, a token is at stake.
You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. Oh, God. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. So, okay, not the elder gods, but the old gods. Not the old ones or the elder gods, but, you know, kind of a combination. Anyway, that's a lot of food, but I'm going to say yes, because I want your token. We have... Okay. So no matter what, this is a triumph. We are just trying to see if we can make a note here. Huge success. Look at that. No. You give half. He speaks in a language of the old religion for several minutes, then gently touches your forehead. It is done. I don't think the game will do that. But I guess that's also always a potentiality. But we get 2 blessings and a token. Critical strike.
blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course.
Of course.
Then you're back where you began, as always.
So, I inflict triple damage against foes who are stunned. Q.
Useful.
Wrath of the Old Gods. At the beginning of every battle, the Old Gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies. Okay.
Take the token. It is yours.
And now I have a token. And we go down the stairs. We only have 10 food.
Hoping this was the end.
I know it's not the fun. I know it's not the end.
Awaits.
We probably got like
This game
4
is still
floors.
only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
I want your cup. Another new thing. Indecent Arrival. The first of the Witcher expansion. Underworld, but still.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
You are minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it is time, then it must be done. And of course I'm gonna follow. You follow the masked men outside. Immediately you are confronted by a large crowd, all wearing masks. Their leader speaks to you. "Whoa there, stranger. I really would prefer that no outsider witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a god-forsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles, so I'll ask that you not involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections." The crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light in the distance. Once the light has faded from sight, you follow their path into the forest. You catch up with them, and, to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite their disguises, it is obvious that none of these hooded figures relish the sight before them, and many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the soldiers of 6 people, as though they were his coffin bearers, and he is already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by bonds of rope. Will you interrupt the ceremony? Probably. Yes, I will interrupt. I will meddle in the affairs of gods and monsters. You burst forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in, but you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. "If this man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself." You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed towards the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong for you and you cannot escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears the most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 very significant differences. The crowd of masked onlookers are gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. So we're in the I forget what it was called. Damn it. I don't think I ever had remembered it. I just thought I knew.
Take your time if you like. I've waited long enough.
Shut up. I'm talking about Stranger Things. The other side place in Stranger Things. Is it just called The Other Side? I don't think it is. Anyway. But with more fire and less spores. Out of the sulfur and flames emerge 4 foul hell beasts. 4 of hell. Q, we have a regular rusty-ass weapon. Light armor, regular shield, rusty axe. Let's do it. Now, these are just kobolds. Or are they rats? Oh, no, they're rats. Don't tell Tariff. There we go. I want a better weapon. We need a stronger weapon. After you destroy the last hellbeast, the portal stirs back to life. Into life. You are lifted off your feet and sucked into the vortex before being deposited back in the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. This card's token is now yours. Okay, we survived the portal to hell. Full of rats, apparently. Another new card. Oh, another DLC card. The landlocked lover.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
The door to the landlocked lover opens with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tomb. The proprietor greets you.
Welcome, traveler. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you ever seen, heard, or God forbid, smelled a kraken?
Oh, what is a kraken? The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour about the dangers, claws, feeding patterns, and scents of the kraken. After which you learn that his name is Carlo, and in the years past he sailed the seas as a captain. He now owns this inn and stays as far from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some stale bread, Carlo approaches you.
Yeah, I've heard rumors of boats going missing from the small village port of Norwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Norwich port run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. But there's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could, have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after.
Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls home. The card's token is now yours. That was much easier than fighting a bunch of rats. Oh no, Twisted Canyon! Yep, well of course I'm gonna attempt it. Here we go.
A choice.
That one.
Select your desire.
We very carefully make our way to the bottom of the canyon and get an equipment. We get the Frostfang! Fuck yeah! Equipment with this trait is imbued with glacial power. Lizardmen are especially susceptible to ice damage. Okay, so holy for skeletons, ice for lizardmen. Each hit slows the target with cold. Press left bumper to shoot a cone of ice. I mean, fuck yeah, we'll equip our first sword of the game.
As pleases you.
I'm gonna go left.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
Yes, I've noticed. This is not the stairs because we're sitting here at this. Bam! Hitch a ride.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Maybe. You found a friendly trader willing to let you ride on his wagon. You've discovered the exit of the area. I'll hitch a ride. You embark on the next leg of your adventure.
You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
I mean, it'd be nice. I'm a little concerned about not having enough food, but I guess we gotta get moved to find out. Rockfall!
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. Attempted dodge. Ooh, this is not good. Card number 3 has always been kind to me. Kinder than it could have been. While fleeing, you are struck by several rocks. The dealer draws a pain card. 10 max health. Ow.
Oh dear.
Permanent injury. That's bad. Just when you... Aww. Just when you think it's over, you're knocked unconscious by a large rock, striking your unprotected head. A good warrior always wears a helmet. You remember, hours later, when you awaken to find some of your supplies are missing. We lose 5 gold. That's okay. I'm really worried about you taking away my food. Damn it. I haven't had a chance to wear a helmet. Hey, more DLC. The White Council won.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
As dusk settles, you arrive in a small village known as Lesser Dimscape. The locals are gathered at a shabby-looking inn.
Something must be done,
Shouts a voice raised in anger.
They took all our gold and food,
One peasant wails.
Will nobody stand up to them?
I'll help.
Oh, they went that away, not an hour ago.
You easily catch up with a band of ruffians. They seem overly confident and are in no rush. As you approach, the one who seems to be their leader notices you.
Kill him,
He commands, gesturing towards you.
he looks like a troublemaker.
2 monster cards. 4 bandits, that's fine. We can handle 4 bandits. There's not more rocks dropping on my head. Light armor. Regular ass shield. Frost Fang. Come on, bastard.
Now we begin to raise the stakes.
Alright, we got the weapon ability.
The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Thank you for letting me know that, so I'm just going to stay right here. That was one of the traps. Okay, so what I'm gathering from this as well, aside from the 10 damage I took, is that, I'll get to you in a second. Maces also are a bit of a slower feeling. Like the maces felt slower than that sword did, but obviously did more damage. So slower, heavier weapon. The axe is probably kind of a middle range weapon, with the swords being the fastest. Is so far my feeling of it. You gather the stolen supplies and return them to the villagers, who will hopefully give some to me, saying, "Those bandits will trouble you no longer."
Oh, those weren't bandits.
Those weren't bandits, the child explained. A child explains, "They worked for the White Council. It was our turn to give tribute.
Well done.
We gain nothing for this, but a token that I have a feeling is not going to... If we die, I don't think we get any of these tokens, which indicates to me that we should probably be more inclined towards putting only 1 DLC into a deck. Because like if we keep not getting anything but the tokens from these DLCs, then we are low on supplies, and we face off
provisions are running low.
another
Can you
rockfall.
press on?
Of course I
Again,
can.
the stones tumble upon you.
I again attempt to try. We got 1 success out of here. That one again. Fuck. I was gonna be wrong anyway. I meant to pick the final one. He just called it a cup. 2 pain cards. We lose another 5 max health and 10 regular health. Okay. And then a rock hits our head and we get 2 more cards. 30% of our gold. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Money is fine. Losing money is fine. Bandit attack. That is also fine.
Bandits, eh? Make an enemy of one, and you've made an enemy of all.
A group of bandits.
One can't help but admire their single-mindedness.
dealer, fellas, everyone. We've already killed. Oh no, the king. We killed the Jack of Dust. Never mind. It's okay for the King of Dust to still be mad at us. We've only gotten rid of the Jack. Alrighty. Fight me, you cowards! That was it, thanks to Wrath of the Old Gods. Please give me food. We get a game card, and that game card is money. God damn it, I wanted food. But maybe this is a shop. I don't know if there are any shops in the deck. Oh, there's a call for the priest. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant. Yay! Priests have some skill tending wounds. They excel at removing curses for a price, of course. That's fine. If he also has money, if he also has food that we can buy, that's great.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm curious what else he's got going on here, but yeah, we don't need, so if we buy blood, I want to see what the blessings. Toxic blood. Any hit onto the player during combat has a chance to poison the attacker. Neat. Will of the Gods. At the start of the combat, a random opponent is highlighted. If that creature is the first to die, then it pops out 5 gold that the player may collect. It's not very good. An undead that physically strikes the player may receive damage themselves with a holy touch. Q. We don't have any curses, I don't think. Oh, we have money bags. That's a curse. Okay. Oh, our speed. I didn't notice. Okay. So the curse that he gave us, I guess he gave that to us at the start of the game. The more money we hold on to, the slower we go. But we don't have anything to go slow with. We only have our shield and our frost fang, so okay. So that costs 4. So for 5, pay 18. So to get to 3, it costs 12. And to get to 5, it would cost 20. Okay, so that's what's going on there. But to get to 6, that's 22. Okay, so yeah, still this is the best value.
Food is crucial for healing. If you travel without food, your strength will not be restored between encounters. You'll also begin to starve. It seems you'll learn that soon enough, though.
Yep, that's exactly why we bought 6 food. Because I'm sure this also isn't the queen at the end of this. Rockfall!
An accident or a trap? I wonder.
An attempt to dodge rocks is what it is. You dodge the rocks by ducking into a small cave. A few minutes later, you emerge and climb around the new rockfall. You hear a voice somewhere above. You hear a voice somewhere above you say, Did I hit him? Run up and attack the bandits, of course. 6 bandits. Cool, that'll be fun. Mostly to get more, more game cards. Light armor, regular ass shield. Frost Fang. Freezy time. Yeah. You loot the bodies of the fallen bandits and get 2 equipment cards, such as Fortitude's Breath
shield
again.
For the marathon, not the sprint.
A more powerful shield, just because it's cool. And the Helm of Reflection. We finally have a helmet.
Of course, defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
Upon reflecting a projectile, this helm creates a small force explosion. Cool. Wow, we look dumb. Queen of Dust.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
This Desert Queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp and she is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow. The Bandit Queen was taken by slavers as a child and raised in the desert. Over the years, she has bribed and murdered her way to her current position as second in command of the Desert Thieves, proving herself capable of ruthless cunning.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
You found the Queen of Dust. Alrighty, so she's got a thing that we might be able to deflect the projectiles of. And only 2 bandit friends with her, that's good. That is a big crossbow. She looks cool. Tried to dodge when I shouldn't have. We did it with our supervillain helmet.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
Okay, so by obtaining his cup, our counterattacks now do more damage. Our stunning attacks now render the enemies dazed for longer. Cool. We also start with better equipment, but also now bandits and skeletons are now stronger, and bandits have throwing knives. Cool.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
For dealing with the helpful priest, we obtain the ability to gain 15 health in the game deck, a healer's ring in our equipment deck, and charity in the event deck. For the DLC, we obtain the next piece, Alicia in Underworld. And for completing that DLC, we obtain the next piece of it, of course. Same with that one. For defeating the Bandit Queen, we also obtain the Jack of Plague. So the next boss, Asleep in the Forest, the Field of Poppies, and the Battle at the Brooktop. Cool. And also we obtain Fleet Cuffs, the Armor of Cold, and a huge hammer. Cool. Yeah, it looks like... I think all of them are
Play again.
I mean,
Do you have what it
maybe.
takes to defeat the rats?
Maybe. I wanted to get back to the deck building option real quick. No, literally the rats. Rat people. So the curse I'm going to be stuck with is I lose 5 gold for every fail and 10 gold for every huge fail. Ooh. Sadness. Here is a beast who hates your kind and has grown fat and evil with hatred. The Jack of Plague will kill you and suck the marrow from your bones. No, I wanted to...
Ah,
deck
the
builder.
rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
True. Okay, anyway. Do that one because I wanted to pop in here and see... okay, yeah, that DLC is not locked. Hey, Song of the Minotaur. Yeah, it looks like the only DLC that is actually locked in. Hey, you're no longer locked, Mr. Lionel. Indeed, it looks like the only, yeah, the White Council is
Locked
the one.
cards cannot be removed until you have fulfilled their conditions.
So yeah, those ones are locked in, the other ones are not. Noted. And here we have, just again, regular axes and swords and things. A lot of fun stuff here. Yeah, I think if we look at the adventurer deck, we can look at our loadout. Yeah, we can. Okay, so yeah, now instead of the rusty axe, we start with a shield, and instead of the rusty axe, we get to start with an axe. Considering we now start with a shield, while we haven't seen anything else that Mr. Lionel can do, I feel like we can take Mr. Lionel out. And we could put Smuggler's Wharf in, but I think we're going to put in the Devil's Wager. But that's going to be for another time because my brain's kind of going a little mushy. I mean, not entirely. It's just, this is very much...
Make your choices.
This game is very much something I'm enjoying. But given the fact, like, if story mode were like a singular progression of stages, it almost is. It feels like it's like, okay, so now we got to do the same thing over again, okay. It's like any other roguelike, pretty much, or roguelite, as it were. This one is actually technically a little more of a light because you have to win to get continue more things. Except a roguelike in general does not have any progression at all. Generally speaking, normally I don't think it's a distinction I'm bad at figuring out the actual reason you have. Point being, I think I'm going to call it here because it's not like this is a main day anyway. I am fulfilled with the amount of game we have played, and we will play some more of it soon. Alrighty, thank you for joining me, and I will see y'all the next time. Bye-bye.